Hello friends, today we are going to play a game. All you have to do is say the color and not the word. So ready? Here we go. Green, yellow, blue, orange, yellow, oh it's black, green, purple, blue, oh it's yellow, red, orange, black, yellow, green, green, blue, orange. Wasn't this confusing? Yes, it was. Was your brain put to test? Of course. In this activity, your brain was involved in two different actions. One was to see and identify the color, and second was to read the spelling of the color. And while doing these two simultaneously, your brain got confused. Brain is actually the thinking and processing unit of your body. It stores whatever learning experiences you gain daily, and according to those past learning experiences, you behave in your future. Even if you look at your school, is a place that provides maximum learning experiences to us, and those learning experiences are deliberately created by your teachers and other members of the staff, so that in future if the same type of situations you are caught in, you will be able to successfully come out of it. So brain stores all the information that you gain during your lifetime. Now let us understand the structure of brain. The brain is divided into three different parts. The first part is the forebrain. Forebrain consists of the olfactory lobe and the cerebrum. Cerebrum further is divided into two hemispheres, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. And if you see the structure of the brain, you will find that there are so many grooves into the brain, so many folds are there into the brain. And these folds increase the surface area of the brain. Now, forebrain is basically responsible for all the mental activities like thinking, learning, memorizing things, and expressing your emotions. All these are controlled by your forebrain. Next comes the midbrain. The midbrain actually controls the involuntary actions, and some of the reflexes are also controlled by your midbrain, especially the reflexes that are related to your eye, neck, and head. Next comes your hindbrain. Hindbrain is made up of three parts: the cerebellum, pons, and medulla. Pons and medulla together are also called as the brain stem of the brain. Now here the first part, cerebellum, controls the movements of the body. It actually balances your body and it maintains the posture of the body. Next comes pons. Its complete name is pons varolii. It controls the rate of respirations. As per the requirement of the body, at times the rate of respiration is supposed to be higher, at times it is to be lower. When we are sleeping, the rate of respiration is supposed to be less, and when we are running, the rate of respiration is supposed to be faster. This is all controlled by pons varolii. The last one is medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata controls your heartbeat, blood pressure, swallowing, coughing, sneezing, vomiting. And you'll be surprised to know that in some of the books it is found that medulla is also known as the vomiting center of the body. Medulla then further elongates into the spinal cord. So the three parts of the brain: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Forebrain, thinking and memorizing; midbrain, involuntary actions; and hindbrain controls all the involuntary responses towards various stimuluses, may or may not be reflexes. Now let us try and locate all these parts in a diagram. First comes the forebrain. So my pointer is showing the forebrain. Forebrain occupies maximum portion in the brain. It is known as the largest portion in the brain. This blue colored portion that you are able to see is the cerebrum. Are you able to see some folds in the cerebrum? These folds are called as sulci and gyri. These sulci and gyri increase the surface area of the brain, hence are responsible for increased or decreased intelligence sometimes. Second comes the midbrain. Are you able to locate the midbrain somewhere here? And is responsible for reflexes. Then comes the cerebellum. Please don't get confused between cerebellum and cerebrum. This is cerebrum and this is cerebellum. Cerebellum is located just below the cerebrum and is meant for posture and balancing of the body. Here is pons. This light blue colored one is known as pons varolii, and the last part of the brain is medulla oblongata, also known as the vomiting center, and then the medulla oblongata continues into the spinal cord. So far, you must have understood that brain and spinal cord are the two most important parts of our nervous system, and due to this importance, they are provided with a high degree of protection. There are different layers of protection that are provided to brain. The very first layer of protection is made up of the skeletal system. The skeletal system protects the brain in the form of cranium, or what you commonly call it as skull. It is made up of 29 bones, and most of the bones are joined with each other with the help of immovable joints, hence are a hard structure that protects the brain. The next comes the vertebral column. Vertebral column protects the spinal cord. It is an assembly of 33 bones kept one over the other. If you see this diagram, you will be able to see that this is the first vertebra and this is the next vertebra. The vertebrae are kept one over the other, and due to this they form a hollow structure into which your spinal cord is hanging. This way your backbone protects your spinal cord. The next layer of protection is provided by meninges. Meninges actually are membranes that protect our brain. There are three layers of membranes that protect our brain: pia mater, dura mater and arachnoid mater. About these you will study in your later classes. The last layer of protection is CSF, cerebrospinal fluid. It is the fluid that is filled inside the membranes into which the brain floats. Any accidental external shock is absorbed by the CSF and the brain is saved from the damage. And same is done in the case of spinal cord also. Now let us go for a quick recap. For the purpose of better understanding, the brain has been divided into three main parts: forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. The forebrain comprises of the cerebrum, thalamus, hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. It is mainly responsible for thinking and processing of the information. It is responsible for memorizing things and also is responsible for expression of emotions. The midbrain is responsible for connection between forebrain and hindbrain and is also involved in certain reflexes related to eye, neck and head. The last comes the hindbrain. There are three parts in the hindbrain: medulla oblongata, cerebrum and pons varolii. Medulla oblongata is responsible for the speed of life processes. The reflexes related to life processes are controlled by medulla oblongata. The reflexes related to respiratory system are connected to the pons varolii, and the cerebellum is responsible for balancing and posture of the body. I hope the things were clear to you all. Stay safe and bye-bye till the next video.